Hello, Generation V. My name is Alistair Stewart. I'm the Director for Viridian here in Australia, and it is great to be with you guys today. As you've recently just heard at our customer kickoff event, or if you weren't there through the series of communications that have followed the event, we've announced our go live date, which is the 19th of September. Now, starting this Friday, the 26th of August, we're actually allowing you to pre-register customers into the system. And I want to go through right now and show you guys exactly how to do that. And it is very, very simple. Before we get started though, I just want to bring you up to speed with what you need to do on the Viridian University side of things. And that is you must get Viridian University certified. And you're probably asking, where do I go to do that? Well, it's easy. On the viridianenergy.com.au page, you just click on the associate login and go through and enter your A followed by the 7 numbers and the password you chose, and that'll take you into your vCenter, and then jump in and follow the instructions there for the Viridian University. Now they're live as of Friday the 26th of August. You can go ahead and get certified. Once you've gotten certified, you can jump straight into the process that we're about to go through and start to share your link with everyone to help them get into the pre-registration process. So I'll go through and show you the personal website and how you can send that to customers. I'll also go through and show you this other website here, which is the enrollment.viridian.com. And if you don't have a personal website, I also want to show you guys exactly how you can have someone search for you through the enrollment.viridian.com and also become a customer with you. So let's get started. This is a sample personal website that we've set up here. Now there's lots of links embedded within the viridianenergy.com.au page, in which you can go ahead and find the link to become a customer. But for the sake of our example here, let's take the easy one, which is a nice big orange button up the top that says become a customer. So before the 19th of September, I should say, up until 11:59 p.m. on the 18th of September, this link here will take you through to the pre-registration page. So we click on that link there, it takes us into the pre-registration page. Really simple stuff. We're going to go ahead and enter our details into the pre-registration page, and the system is very, very easy to enter. If only I could type, that would probably help. So we go ahead and we complete our name, our email address, we put in our phone number, we enter our date of birth, our identification number, and we choose a driver's license, a Medicare card, or a passport. So I'm just going to choose a driver's license number here, enter that through there. Now it's going to ask us for our address. So as a customer, I am looking for my address here, and it's going to pre-populate that. So I live in New South Wales for this example, and you can see it's just filled the information there for me. If I'm looking for residential or a small to medium business product, it's going to ask me here. So I'm a residential. For the sake of our example, I don't have solar panels on my property. And the associate ID number. Now this is already pre-populated. From the personal website, this link copies across, and it does the same for this particular link when you go into it through there as well. All we do is we tick the box here and we pre-register. Now before I pre-register, I need to point out a very, very important fact to you. Your customer is the only person that can actually complete this particular process here. You can't go through and complete it for them. So they must complete it themselves. They're then the ones that are agreeing here to allow the information to be shared. So we click on pre-register. Now what happens? 2 emails are going to trigger off now. One that goes straight to the customer and one that goes to you. The customer's going to get a congratulations, thanks for pre-registering. We're then going to let them know on the 19th of September that we're live. They'll get a link and they can follow that link straight into the micro site where they'll be able to finish the switch. You'll receive an email straight after they've just been through and pre-registered saying, congratulations, John Smith has just pre-registered with your team. Here's his details. So you can then update his details into a spreadsheet that we suggest you keep, because this information is not going into your Viridian back office. This will not appear in your vCenter. It'll only appear in your vCenter once we've gone live on the 19th and those customers are actually in the system. So this is just a pre-registration system, and it still requires your follow-up to get those customers to get into the actual full system that we're about to go through in just a second. So we've been through the personal website. on how to become a customer, which takes us to our pre-registration page. Next, I want to go through and show you on the enrollment.veridian.com site here, just how to search for somebody. So if you don't have a personal website, really easy to find that person as well. So we're going to search by first name, and we're going to type in, for this example, Sorba. So this makes it easy. There's only one Sorba in the system here. And we're going to click on Become a Customer. Now when I click on Become a Customer, because it's not yet the 19th of September, clicking on Become a Customer here, click, does exactly the same and lands me on this page here. And once again, that ID number will be copied down the bottom there automatically. That'll be saved. So that means that that cannot be switched across. Now, once we go live on the 19th of September, this is the exciting stuff. There's a few things that are going to happen. As we said just before, each of those customers that have pre-registered will receive an email in their inbox, and they simply click on that link, and that will take them into this site that we've created here, which is the Click Veridian microsite. The microsite is where customer enrollment takes place. So they'll be pushed into this particular system here. They'll go through and complete the enrollment process. Now, before I go in and show you this system, just to let you know, with the pre-registration, with those customers that have pre-registered, they will have a lot of their information already pre-populated throughout this particular example. So let's go through and treat this as a whole new actual enrollment. So I've come across from either the enrollment.veridian.com for those that don't have a personal website, and I've clicked on Become a Customer. And this is after the 19th of September. Or I've come through the personal website that I've just been sent as a customer, and I've clicked on Become a Customer. Again, after the 19th of September. That's taking me to this particular page. As you can see, the associate name and ID number copy across at the top. There's a welcome screen. You can see the beautiful, vibrant Veridian green on the right-hand side, clearly branding us there. And we can go through now as a customer and decide to get a quote, or we can decide to make the switch. Let's go through and take a look at the quote system. So very simple. Let's go through and enter a postcode. I'm going to use 3000 for Melbourne. These are automatically in blue, which means that they're chosen. So you can go through and choose what you want to quote for, and you can click on Get a Quick Quote. Really simple. The quote will generate. It'll come up on screen here, and you can see how much it's estimated it's going to cost you on a monthly basis for electricity, or on a bi-monthly basis for natural gas, so every 2 months for gas. We can choose minimal, small, medium, or large. So as you can see, the figures here are actually going to change based on the size of the house. Now the beauty of this system, if someone's currently getting an electricity bill, they have a large household, the electricity bill's maybe $160 a month, let's say, for argument's sake, and they see this come up and they go, wow, that's probably about what I'm paying, maybe a little bit less, fantastic. They can make the switch nice and easy. It's very simple. If they want to enter their exact usage and really get into the science behind their bill, well, they can do that too here. The average person's probably not going to want to do that. So let's just assume for this particular example, like most people, like myself, I would simply go in and just take a look at what it's probably going to cost us for a large home and think, wow, that's really quite good value for money. I'm happy with that, and I want to make a switch. Let's give it a try, nice and easy. So then we click on Switch to Click, and that takes us across to the actual sign up screen. Now, if we were going through the start of the website here, where we actually just came through the home page, this is the home page that we've landed on here. We've gone in here and decided to switch straight across. You'll notice this exact same page comes up here. So we're going to go to the sign up page. We're going to enter the postcode of 3000. We're going to choose a large household again for the example. We're not moving home, we don't have solar panels, and we are paying by direct debit. Now I'm going to look for a plan. Just to clarify, direct debit can be Visa card or bank. So you can choose to use your bank or your Visa card or MasterCard through there as well. So we've got two options that we qualify for. As a Victorian customer living in the Melbourne area, it's narrowed it down to the Simply Right electricity plan or the Simply Right gas plan. It'll detail the information of the products here. And the question that we get, what's the rate, what's the rate, what's the rate? Well, I can tell you right now, I can answer your question here. It's right here, right there, the energy price fact sheet. Now I'll show you one that I've actually just prepared on the screen here, because we're not in a live environment, so it's not going to give you live information, but this is an example of one right here. So this is the Viridian Simply Right energy price fact sheet. This is for AusNet, which is in Victoria, and you can actually go through and see all of the information laid out here. But let me tell you, the average person is probably going to look at this and they're probably going to glaze over because it's not going to mean a lot to them. But the information is there. We've always said we're transparent and we want to give them simplicity. So everything is there for them. If they want to click on that, it's right there. So let's get back into the actual process, because this is the fun stuff. This is where the commissions are made. So we want as many customers as possible to go through this process as what we can. So we've got our electricity and gas products. We're going to continue through the process. The next screen we have come up is the actual screen where you enter your details in. So now we just need to go through and enter some basic information. The system's going to validate that in real time. Now you'll see here the associate ID is grayed out once again, so that cannot be changed. So that's a great feature of this site too. Your customer cannot go ahead and decide to switch over to someone at the last minute. Now it already knows we're in Melbourne. We've already put our postcode in at 3000. We can start to type in our address, and as you can see, it completes it. So we're going to search for the address. We're going to come up and find that you can choose the options that it actually allows you to choose. Click on next. And we're off into the next screen here. It's going to ask for your home number. It's also going to ask for your date of birth. So I'm going to go with the 1st of the 1st, 1980. It's going to ask me for an ID type. We're going to enter that in there as well. Just another reminder though, if you've come in from the pre-registration page, and this is the 19th of September, you've clicked on the link, a lot of this information is going to be already pre-populated. You don't need to go and actually re-enter that information. So that's already going to be there. You can choose to do direct debit. You can choose to do it via a credit card. So let's, for this example, I'm going to do it by a bank account. So the bank account, we're going to enter now. And we're just going to put a series of numbers. Now it's going to ask you just to go through and agree to these boxes here. You may wish to read those. You're very welcome to. It'll ask you if you have a concession. It'll also ask you if you require life support. So if you click on yes or no for those particular sections, we then go through to our final screen, which is to confirm and switch. So we're confirming our sign-up details. We can see the plan that we've chosen. We can see that we've chosen direct debit, if we've chosen concession or life support, and then we go through and we need to ensure that we've understood the terms and conditions. So we have to tick all of these boxes here, which is a standard legal agreement between yourself and Click. It's going to go through and show the recommended monthly installments. You can decide to increase that above 100 or increase that above 50 if you'd like to. Otherwise, they'll be set as they are. And then we click on confirm. Once we confirm, we're switched. That customer is then switched across and goes through the actual process. Again, it's the same coming through from the actual enrollment.viridian.com, exact same process. I just want to run you through that one more time because some people do ask the question as to how they find it. So enrollment.viridian.com, enrollment with two L's.viridian.com, and the search function here is first name, last name, business name, ID number, or postcode. For those of you that don't have a personal website, it's always easy to give out your actual ID number to somebody. You can also email them this link, enrollment.viridian.com, and in the email just say, under search for sponsor, choose ID number and type in the A number, your ID number, so they can find you nice and quick. When they do find you, they click on become a customer and they take you into the exact same system. So I hope this has been a help to you guys in actually just how simple it is, whether you're coming in through a personal website, whether you're coming in through the enrollment.viridian.com. I hope that that's helped you to understand the pre-registration process, and then of course what's going to be the live environment process here as well. We're really excited for each and every one of you, and of course if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to us. We're more than happy to help support you and help assist you. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Alistair Stewart, and I look forward to chatting with you all soon. Bye for now.